little toddlers, crawling, grabbing my ankles, don't go to work, mom, and feeling the like tug on your heartstrings of like, mommy's got to work. I was doing a combination of helping to manage the family gym. In the last year, I was taking on personal training clients, and the bulk of my time was in my massage. I would do either split shifts, early mornings at the gym, and started seeing clients at that time. And then, the kids would go to school, or then I'd be back at work. And then full nights a week, I'm missing dinner. I'm at work in the evenings because that's when I take my massage clients. And then sure, yeah, a lot of nights then there's the follow up once the kids are in bed. It certainly took me away from my kids a lot more than I would have liked. I still remember little toddlers, crawling, grabbing my ankles, don't go to work, mom, and feeling the like tug on your heartstrings of like, mommy's got to work. I wouldn't say that I was at full burnout. I think that I could see that it wasn't sustainable, just knowing that I couldn't keep that up for the long term. I can do it short term, right? But you think like for a short term period, like I can just push through this, but I could always tell that like this is not how I want this to be for the long run. I really need to make some kind of a change or some kind of a change of direction because I can't see myself being in this for another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I saw the potential in doing something online, something to add on to these, in-person hours. I had tried to do some lower ticket. I did that program for 1 year. It gave me a little bit of confidence to raise some of my in-person pricings. My bodywork practice did grow probably 10 to 20%, but in terms of courses and course sales, for the dozens, if not hundreds of hours that I spent building it, I want to say that I took home less than like $500 for everything. Yeah, that income versus time was definitely not in my favor. I looked back and I actually connected with Tim, I think in 2017, but I remember signing up, I think, for his 12-week transformation, all about this blueprint for how you can help clients, transform and really help with behavior change. And behavior change is something that I've always felt very passionate about with training clients. But his experience, I think that was really what drew me in of, hey, this person has a program that has been, validated, that has been shown to work. So I signed up for a discovery call at 5 a.m. my time because that was like the next available thing. And I'm like, you know what? It's before the kids. Let's just do it. I'm a morning person. Cool. So he emailed me back and was like, you booked in for 5 a.m. Is that what you meant? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I meant. So we had our first call just to connect and kind of feel each other out, and that went well. And then we had another call where Tim was really patient. He listened to me a lot and really tried to figure out if this is something that would be a good fit for me. And I think that that's something that I've seen in working with him over time is he really is looking to see if it's a good fit for the person, for them. And that was enough for me. That was enough to say, like, you know what, I think I can do this. I know I can coach people. I know I have people in my network that I can help. And I just need the structure and I need the confidence in myself and I need some skills. I need some marketing skills. I need some sales skills. And I was really excited about that opportunity to get some of those fundamental business skills. My most recent sale was $2,000 for the program. Over the last few months, I've taken on seven coaching clients. That has been a total of $12,000. Feels great. It feels amazing. It's been honestly one of my favorite things aside from just, putting that money in my bank account. One of my favorite things is honestly the transformation that the clients have by investing in themselves at that level. I think that has made the quality of my clients so much higher. Like, I think that has been a strong contributor to their results as well. But personally, I mean, like I said, it's given me so much freedom. It's given me so much more like ease and sense of of safety and security, where I know that I now have skills that are very valuable to people, where I know that I can help them in a huge way. And I know that that's something that I will always with me. I think probably the top two things are the accountability, and the systems. I think that left to my own devices, I tend to be really scattered and really indecisive. The accountability to stay in line with my goals. And then the systems were huge. Like the systems for building this out as a service, could not have done that by myself. That would have taken me probably like 3 to 5 years to make all these decisions, to test them out, to see what works, to build a structure. Like having so much of this done up front, and provided off the bat was just a huge step forward. And in terms of my clients' results, I mean, my clients' results are so much better now that we follow that structure and have a process and have a path. And even though every client's goals look a little bit different, I feel like the structure of the blueprint is flexible enough that I can tweak things, or we can speed things up, or we can slow things down. So I think the blueprint's fantastic. I would say they're very growth oriented. So by that, I mean, they can feel challenging at times. And that was really different for me, because I think when I have been coached or when I have been mentored, I think what I really felt was, like understood and supported. And not that I don't get that from Tim, because I also feel very supported and heard and listened to when I work with Tim. But I think that he has challenged me more than any other coach or mentor that I've worked with. And all he's done to do that is kind of just hold a mirror up and ask me questions. And just for me to have to look inwards and provide the answers. So the fact that I can actually feel like kind of calm and collected at $2,000, $3,000, that just is what makes, like, just that I can feel more confident just saying those numbers and being calm around them. That's how I know that this is just the beginning. I feel like I've leveled up to where that is now something where, like, that is the value that I bring. I bring $3,000 worth of value to a person in this relationship. I would definitely encourage you to go for it. If you are considering working with Tim, if you're looking through some of his materials on what does this program include, if you're kind of intrigued about the idea of really stepping into this role of a behavior change coach, and if you're serious about building relationships with people that will really result in their transformation, and if that's what you're looking for, then you can't go wrong working with him. Like, you'll absolutely, make your investment back. You will absolutely get the skills, the confidence, the structure to be able to see that through. Like, that is something that I think Tim has, like, 100% delivered on and beyond. Like, you get exactly what you need if that's your goal. I think his track record speaks for himself. I think he has so much to teach. And I think that, again, if you're in the health, fitness, coaching space, if you really want to make a change for your clients, this is a fantastic program to go with. I definitely want to continue to help more people. Like I said, I feel so lucky that my job is something that is so fulfilling and is so personal to me. It's these relationships that you form with your clients and your ability to change their lives. Like, I don't think I will ever get sick of that. I love the idea of being able to help, a wider audience. And I don't know exactly what that will look like, but I feel so much confidence that it is something that I'll be able to feel personally fulfilled in doing, but also I feel confident that it's also going to stay in line for me with my values. With more financial freedom comes some more fun. So we get to do really, really cool stuff as a family. And I'm really excited for what those possibilities might be too.